Hey guys, I hope this video finds you safe and well. So this meal is a different kind of take on ground beef. When my family is like over hamburgers and bolognese and tacos, this is a version I like to do that's a little bit different. So I just got my ground beef from my butcher. Support local businesses wherever you can. So I got this from my local butcher. I'm really excited about it. 2 pounds of grass-fed ground beef. So I've told you guys how to do this a bunch of times in previous videos, but this is my cauliflower broccoli stem. So before my kids' bath time, I like to get a jump on dinner so that afterwards it's not so overwhelming. So I got this halfway cooked, so I'm just gonna put it back on the stove and finish it. Brown rice that I already have cooked. Little things like this, chopping an onion, getting it already cooked till it's translucent. Now all I have to do is just add my ground beef and continue the cooking process. At the end of the meal, it really does add up and save you time. So I love getting a jump on little things like this. Homemade chicken broth, of course. This is a great one. I added chicken necks and chicken feet. That sounds really gross, but it adds so much collagen and cartilage and it's so nutritious. I love this stuff. Sesame oil, ginger, Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of Bragg amino acids, and my sliced water chestnuts. That's about it. A little bit of salt and pepper, and we're good to go. Let's get dinner on the table. Ground beef stir fry. Here we go. Okay, so I got my vegetables cooking. Great. And now I got my onions getting reheated. And then what I'm gonna do is add my ground beef and my seasonings. So let's do that. Okay, great. So we got that going. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. So even though I'm gonna add garlic salt, ground beef really needs a little bit of extra salt. So even though I'm doing garlic salt, I still add some of my sea salt. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, a couple of teaspoons of the Bragg. And ground beef, as you guys know, can take a lot of flavor. A little bit of chicken broth. If I had beef broth, I'd be using that, but I don't have any, so I'm using my chicken broth. But honestly, beef has such a strong flavor anyway that the mild chicken broth is fine. A little bit of toasted sesame oil. A little bit of this stuff goes a long way, so be careful. Black pepper. So the ginger also a little bit goes a long way, so we're just gonna add about half a teaspoon. And this stuff is such a great flavor, but again, it's pretty strong, so you wanna be careful. Okay, great. So now we're gonna get this going. Oh my gosh, it already smells so good. I wish you guys could smell this. And you don't wanna like mash it too much or it can become mealy. So you kind of just wanna break it up. Same like when you're making taco meat. You don't wanna like smash it too much. Okay, so I'm gonna cover this and let it cook. Let's take a look at our ground beef. Ooh, that's looking really good. Oh my gosh, it smells so good, you guys. You can see there's a little bit of pink. I'm gonna cook it a little bit longer. Then what I'm gonna do is pour it through a strainer. And then I'm gonna put it back into this pan and mix it with rice and the vegetables. And then we'll do some final seasonings and then dinner is ready. Okay, this is looking good, so I'm gonna put it through the strainer now. Very carefully, going to, you can totally keep the drippings in the pan. I strain it out because I'm trying to lose some baby weight still, so I wanna get rid of some of that fat that came off the beef. And also I think the flavor is just too strong when I am making a mixed dish like this where I'm gonna add in my vegetables and rice. It just becomes too overwhelming. So I strain it through there. I'm gonna put it back in here, and now we're gonna go back to the stove. You guys, I just tried this. It is so good. Now we're gonna add everything together and do some final tweaks. So if you guys don't want this kind of lean version, totally save some of the stuff that I just tossed out. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the rice. And what's cool is when I prep a huge batch of this, then I have a bunch in the fridge, and this reheats really great. So I'm going to mix it all up into a big stir fry. Then I'm going to do some final things. So I'm going to add a little bit more of my brag, a little bit more of my toasted sesame oil. Again, a little bit goes a long way, which is good because this is running out. I feel like the last time I used this in a recipe, it was running out too. And this Umi plum vinegar, I love this stuff. This is like another secret weapon. Great acidity with flavors like this. Gonna add in some of our water chestnuts. Let's stir this all up and get dinner on the table. You guys, this is so yummy. Dinner is served. And then check this out. I have all of this stir fry prepped. It's gonna go in my fridge, ready to go for a meal when I need it in a hurry. Having food prepped in my fridge just makes such a big difference, as you guys know. Another thing I do is, if I ever order takeout, because again, I'm really trying to support my local businesses and I know the restaurant industry is hurting. I have so many friends that are chefs that are just, I'm trying to support whenever I can. So I keep little containers like this, little sauces. So this is this chili oil. So I'm going to sprinkle this onto it. So if you guys order any kind of, takeout, keep your little sauces in the fridge because they come in handy for stuff like this. So I'm very excited about this. Okay, I'm gonna go eat dinner. I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you know when I put up a new video, and I'll see you guys soon.